Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm the resident expert here at Skacel on all your knitting machine needs, and I'm here to show you how to take apart your machine in case you ever need to replace a part. In this video, I will be showing you how to replace the handle on both the king size and the pro machines. And this part is interchangeable, so you won't need a smaller handle for your pro or a larger handle for the express. King size, they are both the same size. I'm going to be demonstrating on a king size machine because the anatomy is basically the same. So on this machine, I have already removed the 4 screws that hold on the yarn guide ring. So once you do that, you can simply remove this ring and set it aside. From here, you will remove the red ring, which is not screwed in, and set that aside as well. At this point, you're going to want to remove these 4 screws holding this middle black ring inside your machine, which you can then set aside as well. I have already removed the needles within this machine, but you are going to want to do that. So once you've done that, you're going to want to turn your machine upside down, and if you have not removed your needles at this point, they will come pouring out of your machine. So from the bottom of your machine, you will find a ring that looks just like this. And is attached with 4 screws, which you're going to remove so that you can easily lift up this part and set it aside. On the interior here, there's another set of 4 screws, which I've already removed. But once you do that, you're going to want to pay special attention to where your counter is located because there are wires connecting each of these 2 body pieces together. From here, if you would like to put this aside, it might be a little bit easier. Be sure to keep these 2 parts together like a clam. And with your Phillips screwdriver, you're going to be removing these 2 screws on opposite sides of this little bracket, and that is what is holding your handle on. Now these parts are going to be a little bit greasy, so don't be alarmed. You can simply take off this part. It is going to be a little slippery. And set that aside. You can pick up your old handle, take it out, and simply put in your new one. You can add a little bit of white lithium grease on here if you want. If you need to lube up your machine as you're doing this, you can do that as well. Just be sure that wherever you're putting this grease, that it will not be coming in contact with any of the yarn you're working with. So once you've put that little black bracket back on, you can screw it back into place. So at this point, my entire machine has been taken apart, and being careful to make sure the wires that are attached to each side of the body that make sure your counter is functional stay together. You're going to kind of want to close it like a clam. But before you do that, you're going to grab your gold ring and make sure this little black ring, and it's the only ring of its type in your machine, is connected to your ring. And you're going to want to put it so that these teeth here are going to line up with the white gear that is attached to your handle, so that when you turn the handle, the teeth will be able to interact with each other and make this machine knit. So once you have placed your golden ring back inside, you can go ahead and close this top section. And there are some little notches that you're going to want to line up. So feel free to go slow with this until you can feel it click in. So once you have your body put back together, you're going to want to go ahead and insert your teeth again. And being conscious of where the beginning of your row is located. And I did not mark where my beginning of the row is. So I'm going to go ahead and run the counter until I can see it change. But if while taking apart your machine, you can think ahead to know to mark the area on your golden ring, go ahead and do that before you take your needles out. And all three of your black needles will go in a sequence. Number one will go in first, then you'll have the next two. And every other needle after this will be white. Once you have your sequence correct, this is a very easy part. It's just a little bit tedious. Once you have inserted all of your needles back into your machine, you're going to want to grab this wide set inner ring that's going to go on the innermost part of the donut hole of your machine. It doesn't really matter which needles are where at this point, as long as they're in the correct sequence. So you're going to want to line up those triangles together, and that should also fall in line with the 4 little notches where you can screw back in this ring. So once you have that set in, you can go ahead and screw this part back. Once you have your inner ring secured, now it's time to put the red rings back on. And just like with replacing the needles, you want to make sure to put it on in the correct sequence. So I'm going to go around this red ring and find the number 1. And each number of the needle is imprinted on your red ring. So once I find number 1, I'm going to find this number 1 needle. And I know that because it's the first black needle, as in when it's facing you with the black needles on the innermost part of the ring. The one on the right-hand side is going to be number 1. So I'm going to make sure my number 1 part on the ring goes over that particular needle. And you just kind of want to wiggle it around to make sure it can grab the cup of each needle so that each one goes through. Now that that's on, I can go ahead and put my yarn guide ring on here. And that will just fall right in. And you want to line up the notches on your ring with the 4 screws here. You're going to want to just go ahead and stick that back on. Mhm. Once you have the top of your machine all screwed in and your yarn guide is secure, now, and you're going to want to grab the machine from the very bottom because you're going to want to screw in a couple of more components on the bottom, and you don't want the whole thing to fall apart if you don't pick it up from the bottom. So you're going to turn it upside down, and we're going to grab our 4 remaining screws for the inside of the body, and we're just going to go ahead and insert these and screw them in to secure the middle parts of the body together. Now that you have these 4 screws attached, you're going to want to pick up the very bottom ring that has these holes here for your feet. And we're going to line that up. And inside here, you'll see there's 4 points for the last 4 screws to go. So you just want to line up your holes there together. And it should just click right in. Home stretch. Now that you have the last part of your machine back installed, you can go ahead and screw your feet back on and attach it to your table and give it a test drive.